Nebraska's governor says the rising number of new cases of COVID-19 in the state is being watched closely, but did not say he was ready to make any changes to the directed health measures currently in place. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, during a news conference in Lincoln yesterday, Pete Ricketts said with the state at a high of 300 plus current virus-related hospitalizations, state health officials are monitoring the impact on Nebraska's healthcare system.
Dr. Antone continues to engage all the hospital systems with regard to their capacity. To put that in perspective, that's a little bit under 8% of our total hospital beds here in the state. And of course, we're just going to continue to evaluate the actions and steps we're taking as we go forward. So we'll continue to monitor that situation.
When asked if it's time to reimpose stricter limits on crowd sizes, Ricketts said officials are looking at the data from contact tracing, and in general, the new cases do not seem to be coming specifically from larger gatherings. The governor does say his office is looking at how to provide additional help to hospitals, but details have yet to be fully fleshed out. Well, last night, the Scottsbluff Chamber of Commerce hosted a virtual candidate forum for both the Scottsbluff City Council and Scottsbluff School Board races. 6 candidates are running for 3 openings on the school board, while 4 candidates are running for 2 vacancies for Scottsbluff City Council. For the City Council race, candidates were asked questions including what can be done to broaden Scottsbluff's revenue base beyond sales tax revenue.
We need to continue to grow the business base. Business is key. They generate the sales tax that pays for the fire, police officers, they pay for the library, and some of the administrative service as well as the parks. So by expanding the business base, we're going to continue to impact the revenues.
What should be done in regards to the future of our regional landfill?
We do know that the landfill is getting to life expectancy. A plan needs to be in place to determine where the future landfill will reside, and the city of Scottsbluff needs to decide if we're going to be part of that plan or if we're going to go out to bid and have a private contractor take our trash.
What qualifications are you looking for in Scottsbluff's next city manager?
City manager would definitely be a very important position, big shoes to fill. Somebody who is open-minded and collaborative would be the first things I would look for. Someone who uses the word creativity and uses the word flexibility. Those are 2 words I like to hear in somebody that's making big decisions for a community like ours.
And what can be done to expand our workforce development?
It's a twofold. It's not an easy solution, but we have to look at it and we have to address it. And we have to look at some of the mechanisms that we have already in place. And we also have to grow our own. We have the talent here. We have the teachers, the staff, the technical professionals that we can use to grow our people. We also have to give them a reason for it. We have to have them buy into our community. We have to look at some increase in our wages.
And we'll highlight the Scottsbluff School Board Forum during tomorrow's newscast. And the full forums are also available on the KNEB.TV YouTube channel. Well, coming up after the break, freezing temperatures to start the day, but things did warm up a little bit. Lawyers in with your Thursday evening forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to be dealing with partly cloudy skies, an early shower or of rain or snow. Those will quickly move out by 7 o'clock. They'll be gone. Partly cloudy skies as we go through the evening hours, turning clear towards morning. That's going to let temperatures fall overnight. It will be blustery at times. It's going to make things feel even cooler. I think Friday, tomorrow, and into Saturday, the first half of Saturday anyway, that cold air should retreat a bit, and that's going to let us warm up a little bit. Falling temps starting by Saturday afternoon and on into Sunday. Hit 39 for a low yesterday. Morning high was 73. That was early morning yesterday, too, before that temperature fell. We did end up, look at there, 0.03 of an inch of moisture in the rain gauge. We're still below normal, 1/2 inch for the month, and still 6.5 inches short for the year right now. As we look across the region, we have low 40s to mid 40s here across our region. A couple of 50s sneaking in at Denver, Goodland, North Platte, 54 over in Hastings. Here in our area, there's a 52 in Ogallala. That's it. Everybody else generally in the 40s. It's 38 Cheyenne, 39 there in Lusk at this hour. And winds are gusty at times, 15 to 20 miles an hour, enough to keep a chill in the air. Blustery northwest winds, and look what that's doing to wind chills out here right now. Yeah, in the 30s primarily. There's a 29 for a wind chill right now in Cheyenne. Very cold conditions. Everybody else in the 30s. A couple of low 40s sneaking in there, but very chilly weather conditions as we look across the region. Getting on the bus tomorrow, it's going to be cold. It's going to be clear. Temperatures only in the low 20s when you get on that bus in the morning, but you'll come home to some pretty nice conditions. Tomorrow, really the pick of the next 7 days with temps there in the mid 60s. Futurecast had a shower pop up this evening. That's it. Clearing skies overnight. That's going to allow temps to plummet down into the 20s. A hard freeze is coming overnight. Plan on that accordingly. We've got low to mid 20s all across the Panhandle in southeastern Wyoming tonight. May even not be surprised to see an upper teen sneak in there in a few places, maybe around the Alliance area. Tomorrow, sunshine starts the day. We push a few clouds in here through the afternoon. Those ship off to the north and east away from us, wrap back around this system. Bring a few more clouds in late tomorrow night, but that's really it. Highs are going to be very nice into the 60s tomorrow, near 70 in a few locations, but a nice rebounding day. Still going to be a bit breezy, though, at 10 to 20 miles an hour, and as you guessed, no rain coming for most of us, not enough to even measure here across the region. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, 22 our low. For tomorrow, we're going to be dealing with lots of sun out there. Still going to have winds. That's not 110. That should say, let's cover that up at just 10 to 20 miles an hour for tomorrow. And then our 7-day forecast, we're going to stay sunny on into Saturday. It's going to be a bit windy tomorrow or Saturday with temps in the low 60s. That'll be in the morning. They're going to fall through the afternoon. You notice we fall down to 25 overnight Saturday into early Sunday, back only into the 50s. Their Wednesday of next week, we show a high near 70. Up and down as that low pressure system and cold air mass kind of oscillates around from us. When it's closer, will be colder. When it pushes away, will be warmer. And as you can see, temps are going to vary wildly from day to day.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
At Renewal by Andersen, it's about our people. We're a family-owned local company with the best windows, patio doors, and installation teams anywhere. But before our customers ever get to installation, they speak with our advisors in the office. We're so proud of our people. They're very experienced, organized, and at Renewal by Andersen, we know that our customers' time is so valuable. We assure you signature service from the first phone call to the installation day. Renewal by Andersen, a local family company. It's about our people.
At TC & More in Scottsbluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TC & More has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys. And we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TC & More on Facebook. TCN Moore, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
Welcome back. It's a wrap for Pilgrim Media Group, as one staff member has confirmed they completed their production of Street Outlaws this week, ending early Tuesday morning. The production company spent about 2 months in Scottsbluff County filming several episodes of the series, with a lot of money and time spent at area businesses. Gering Convention and Visitors Bureau Director Carla Needham-Streaks tells KNEB News she's optimistic the time Pilgrim spent in the area will pay future dividends.
We know that if we do a good job as a community in an area of taking care of them and helping them provide not only the location but all the services they're looking for, it's going to have tremendous economic impact for our communities in our area. But most importantly, I think, is it puts our area on the map for future production.
One of the producers of the company told KNEB News they had a positive experience during their work in the area, and it could be possible that they would like to return in the future. Well, a woman has been found guilty in the killing of a woman who disappeared after a Tinder date and whose dismembered remains were found in trash bags in rural Nebraska. Yesterday, jurors found 26-year-old Bailey Boswell guilty of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and improper disposal of human remains in the 2017 killing of 24-year-old Sydney Loof of Lincoln. Boswell's defense attorney argued her boyfriend forced her to take part in the killing and dismemberment. State prosecutor Mike Guinan said Boswell acted together with 54-year-old Aubrey Trail to meet and kill Loof. Boswell faces a possible death sentence. And Panhandle Area Development District says financial assistance is still available for landlord relief to address losses incurred by the COVID-19 pandemic. Funding is available through a Community Cares grant from the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services that includes $800,000 for direct statewide landlord assistance. Eligible landlords are those who have documented financial loss due to the COVID-19 pandemic and lease to low to moderate income tenants. PAD Executive Director Brian Venable says he is thrilled to be able to be continuing to offer these financial assistance grants to Panhandle landlords, adding that PAD is optimistic this assistance will curtail the financial burden experienced by landlords. For more information, you can contact Venable at 436-6584. Well, straight ahead, Chris Cottrell in with a recap of the Class B Girls State Golf Championship in Gering. He'll have highlights right after this on KNEB.TV News.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leaf Heads.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Welcome into today's update from here at the Sports Desk. We look back to Monday and Tuesday for what was a great showcase event for Western Nebraska. Monument Shadows Golf Course in Gering on Monday and Tuesday hosted the NSAA Girls Class B State Golf Championships, and there was a real hometown feel to the teams and players that were making the most noise. After a very windy opening round on Monday, players found the start of Tuesday much better. You know what? By the time the round hit the mid-afternoon hours, the winds, well, they were back. The real drama came in the race for the individual state championship between Scottsbluff sophomore Anna Kelly and Gering senior Maddie Schlaffer. The two went to a playoff to decide the state title. Schlaffer had a great up and down to save par on the first playoff hole, while Kelly missed a birdie putt that would have won it. Then on the second playoff hole, it was Kelly dialing in the iron approach shot, while Schlaffer left her second shot short and right. From those two spots, it was bogey for Schlaffer, and Kelly was able to tap in the two-putt par to win the state championship. After the title was hers, Kelly talked about that key second shot on the second playoff hole.
It's just walking to the greens.
I just had a feeling. I mean, like, I play other sports. I've been in overtime in basketball, shootout in soccer. I mean, I do good in those situations to, like, be able to win, and I did. So I knew that, I mean, if I just focus, I could do it.
Kelly finished second as a freshman last year, and now the state title as a sophomore. It capped off a great two-day run for the heavily favored Bearcats as they dominated the field for the team title, finishing 51 shots ahead of second place Omaha Duchesne Academy. In fact, Scottsbluff, in winning their second straight state championship, was able to place all 5 players in the top 11. Emily Shanowski was next in line, finishing 6th. For Kelly, she was just excited to see her team win that second straight championship.
So proud of all of them. We worked so hard, and we have the best team chemistry you'll ever see. I mean, we're all good friends. We all hang out on the weekends. We all get along very, very well. I mean, every shot I'm like, well, if I do this for the team, then we can get a state title like we did.
Now let's get to the runner-up. Schlaffer nearly drained a punt from off the green on 18 that would have won it. She comes up short in the playoff, but was kind enough to talk about her experience out there on her home course afterwards.
I was very proud of the way I played today. I came in with the lowest round off of everybody with a 74, so doing that was quite a thing, but to battle back and to be sitting there where you were tied for first and just fell short in the playoff was quite memorable. It's something I will remember forever, and just it's awesome to be in that spot and just know that you did that, I guess.
Now, originally, the tournament was going to be played at Scottsbluff Country Club, but it was switched to Monument Shadows last month. Course pro Robert Thomason took some time to reflect on getting this thing accomplished.
Well, it started with a committee of 10 people that started this a year ago, putting this together. So it's been a lot of work for a year, and the last month and a half, not just myself, my staff, Tom Walsh and his staff, and the restaurant staff, everybody's come together to put on the best tournament, best event we can. And so I have to thank everybody in the community, all the volunteers that stepped forward, and everybody else that's come out to support the state golf here. It is a thrill to have it. So it's been a lot of work, but I think the hard work's going to pay off in the end. I think people are enjoying this.
And for the champion coach for Scottsbluff, Brock Ayler, he said he heard nothing but rave reviews from other coaches, players, and fans, and they're already starting to look forward to playing the other course next year in town.
They're probably questioning driving all the way out here, but they said this was a class act tournament. Those are the words out of all 3 of them. Said it couldn't have been run any better. It was fantastic. They enjoyed the trip. It was a new culture for them. It was great for their kids to see. And the last words about on the left says, we look forward to coming next year, and hopefully we can go up to the country club and see how what everybody talks about that place.
Scottsbluff has now won 9 of the last 18 Class B state championships. We've got games coming up tonight and tomorrow here on KNEB.TV. Rivalry volleyball, that match tonight. And then tomorrow it's Gering at Mitchell for our prep football game. Of course, the big game on the gridiron, Scottsbluff at McCook. That'll be radio only tomorrow night with the 1 hour earlier start time down at McCook. That'll do it for today. The latest from right here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan Murphy coming back right after this with more on KNEB.TV News.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the VIAERO family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at VIAERO.com or your nearest VIAERO store. VIAERO Wireless, keeping you connected.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
And finally tonight, It may not be Disney World, but a new camper provided through the Make-A-Wish Foundation will lead to many new adventures for a Gering youth battling leukemia. Friends, family, and neighbors gathered at the home of Walker Anderson's grandparents, who was diagnosed in June 2019, and after a considerable amount of time in treatment in Denver, plus a few follow-up visits, is now considered in remission. Parents Jean and Matt Anderson told KNB News there was a lot of discussion of options once the decision was made not to wait until next April for a trip to the amusement theme park, some of them very typical of a young boy.
We went through a lot of things. He wanted a hamster, a turtle, and he just doesn't totally understand why he's getting this, why people are always so nice to him. He doesn't totally grasp that concept yet.
Even locating a camper took some time for Make-A-Wish, as RVs and campers have been in high demand over the past 6 months. The new camper will allow Walker to enjoy 2 of his favorite activities with the family, including fishing and spending time in the great outdoors. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.